The mass exodus began at 1:15 a.m. when Jeremy Corbyn had to sack the son of Tony Benn, his great political hero.
At this critical time for our country following the EU referendum result, we need strong and effective leadership of the Labour Party. I told Jeremy Corbyn last night that I no longer had confidence in his leadership, and he dismissed me from the shadow cabinet. And I want to thank him for having given me the chance to serve our party. Thank you very much.
The sign in Jeremy Corbyn's window sums up the criticism that his backing for Remain had been amateurish and shoddy.
Mr. Corbyn, how can you survive in the wake of so many resignations from your front bench?
Corbyn, how
can you survive?
Thank you very much.
It emerged today that Downing Street had begged Corbyn to share a platform with David Cameron and to do all he could to get out the Labour vote. They even thought of getting Barack Obama to ask Corbyn. Don't bother, Number 10 was told. No one will change his mind. Health spokeswoman Heidi Alexander then went of her own accord.
I felt the only decent and honourable thing to do was to resign.
Gloria De Piero quit next, then Ian Murray. What really worries Corbyn's critics is having to fight a general election this autumn.
I think if Jeremy leads us into a general election, we face a 1931-style wipeout for the Labour Party.
Just remind us how many seats that was?
Very few. And we will see as a result of that our communities not represented in a Tory renegotiation. So what we want to put at the top of the agenda in terms of workers' rights and protections and Labour values could be lost.
We need a leader who actually understands those issues and who is a negotiator, who's a hard-headed negotiator, because it's the livelihoods of the people that we're elected to represent that are on the line now.
Are you that possible leader? The bookmakers think you're one of the favourites.
Do they?
They do.
That's news to me.
You're not ruling yourself out, I notice.
No, I'm not a candidate.
You're not a candidate for the leadership of the Labour Party?
I'm not a candidate.
With 4 more names gone by lunchtime, Corbyn's friends fought back, saying he'd already won elections.
Local government elections, we matched Ed Miliband at his very highest.
Wow, you will not win a general election by matching Ed Miliband.
We've laid the foundations to win the next general election, full stop.
This autumn, you've laid the foundations.
Bring it on. Bring it on.
What planet are you from?
Bring it on. Look at the electoral tests we've had. We've matched them all and won them, increased our majorities on every parliamentary by-election. We think if we hold together, work hard...
But you're not holding together.
Well, that's the problem. That's why I'm really disappointed. When the Tories are in disarray, when the government is non-existent, when our country is facing a really perilous situation, we need to negotiate a decent deal with Europe. This is not the time for internal party squabbles.
Deputy leader Tom Watson, enjoying himself overnight at Glastonbury, could prove decisive. Unite boss Len McCluskey told me Watson would back Corbyn, but one major plotter told me Watson was with them. He was on a train, we heard, back to London. It's 1:30. This is the train that many people have been catching back from Glastonbury. Tom Watson was expected on this train, a bit like Lenin at the Finland station in 1917. But unlike Lenin, there's no sign of him. Mr. Watson finally said this evening he was deeply disappointed by Hilary Benn's sacking, but equally saddened by the resignations. He'll meet Jeremy Corbyn tomorrow morning. The Labour leader's now lost almost a third of his shadow cabinet, 10 faces out of 31. His critics say more will follow, and junior members of the team as well. Rarely, if ever, has a British party leader lost so many senior colleagues in one day.